talking about the Vikings here. The Vikings.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone. It is gone. It is bedlam at the bank.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe. Go follow.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with Eric, Brendan, Dalt, and Ballpark Tommy. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
Alec Bohm, it's time to cut off that mullet. I'm going to shave it off. I've had enough with it. Had enough.
Oh, my God.
Brendan Marsh, you're next.
Oh, there it is. Well, what's up, guys? Welcome to another Phillies postgame show. KJ McCoy, Dalton Holland, and, of course, Fratty here joining you guys after an unfortunate Phillies loss. That's probably the most hype you can be after a Phillies loss. But it's funny. I was talking to KJ on the phone. And we were pretty upset after this game, after Bohm had that hit there right before the Rojas triple that we thought we might be in contention to win this game. And KJ said, I'm going to give Bohm a haircut, right?
I did. I was like, dude, I keep on seeing Bohm just like complain like he usually does and just like screw up. And I was just like, dude, I'm like, I got to raise in the bathroom. Let's just freaking end it right now. Just shave off his head and just, you know what? Maybe he'll be just like Sirianni and just start all over again. So
yeah, maybe, but
or be a handsome devil like Fratty. Yeah,
or maybe a handsome devil like Fratty, like you said.
That's right.
But we got a pretty good show for you guys. We're going to talk about a couple things, including Bohm's hot and cold. Going to be talking about Taijuan Walker. Unfortunately, not able to get the job done. He did have a great play though. Going to be talking about Trey Turner's great day despite the loss, looking ahead for the Phillies, and then also talking about that clutch triple there at the end and Rojas' growth this year, just kind of giving the man a pat on the back where it's deserved. But KJ, we'll start with you. Feels like we've been ranting about Alec Bohm kind of all off season long. Is it getting old?
I mean, the guy hasn't had a homer. Has he had a homer yet, Friday?
I think he's had one homer, I think.
It's just like I'm kind of showing, like it's kind of showing that in general with Bohm, you're not going to get this like everyday hitter. This guy, I mean, you're going to get the frustration from the kid. It's just still like the same old Alec Bohm, and it is annoying. It really is annoying, and they got to make some kind of change or something like that. I mean, I know they tried to trade him last year, but I mean, this organization believes in him, that they see something in him that we don't. And I don't know what it is, but all I can see right now is my razor right here and me just shaving his head off at this point. But yeah, it's just been pathetic with him. It's been pathetic. It really has. I mean, just strike after strike. And it's just like he's swinging at pitches that you don't swing at. And it's just, I don't know what's going through his mind right now, but I mean, it's just, This team, I mean, this team was on a little bit of a, we were on a pretty good streak. What, 4 games in a row, was it? I think it was 4 games in a row. So, I mean, not too bad. But, I mean, now you got the Diamondbacks next. So, I mean, you really can't be playing the way that you've been playing recently, Bohm. So, I mean, that's the main thing. If you play like that, I mean, then, I mean, especially at the end of the game, I mean, the way that you were just, I mean, you grounded out right there. I mean, that just was lackadaisious. So, that's unacceptable.
Fratty, what were your thoughts on Alec Bohm? I mean, how do you feel about him this season and us just having this repetitive conversation of hot and cold with Alec Bohm?
How I feel about him, I'm not really too crazy about the man. He's like a clock that goes back and forth every minute. It can be hard to watch him sometimes, and he's been up and down ever since the end of last season. what's the name? Maybe he needs to invest in a turnaround film like Trey Turner 2.0 or something, and
Mm.
just be hot the last couple months of the season, or something. But Alec Bohm, I would never buy his jersey because he's just a hit or miss. He's just a hit or miss guy. So that's all I have to say. I really don't have much more to say about that man, to be honest.
Well, our buddy Broad Street Sports definitely does, and he was saying that he thought Taiwan actually didn't do so bad. And he says Bohm has no care in the world. I think Harper really needs to be held accountable. He has not been good. I agree. Bryce Harper has been in a slump, and it really sucks to see a guy like that be in a slump. I mean, you can honestly see. I mean, he had a pretty bad error in the beginning of the game, and he was frustrated with that. He definitely was. And I think with Harper right now, he's trying to get back in the swing of things. And it just seems like he's just not getting he's not getting the right swing at the right time. Like he's just not connecting with the pitch. And it's screwing up his fundamentals. It really is. So I think right now this is a lot in his head. And I think he'll get out of it. But I think with Bohm, though, I mean, we've been seeing this, and it's just a lot of immaturity with the guy, and just a lot in his head. And I mean, it's a lot in this head with a lot of this team. I mean, we've seen this all season, and even though we did get 4 wins in a row, I still feel like this team is kind of at kind of a dry spell. I mean, I know they were 4 wins in a row, but I mean, if you think about it, though, you beat the Nationals. I mean, 2 out of 3 games, you should have swept them. Like you should have swept them. You had this lead, you had this game, and you just once again another horrible just outing. But I really wasn't the bullpen. It was Taiwan. And I mean, like I think even though Broad did say that Taiwan didn't do so bad, I mean, he gave up some runs, man. So I mean, pretty much lost us the game.
I think that play in the beginning is kind of where he gets the pass because that showed like kind of why I think they kept Taijuan Walker. There are like those plays that he makes where it's like, wow, okay, he is a very good pitcher, but it's that 6th inning that shows why he's also really not. You can't give up those runs. You got to be able to play better baseball, and I just got to hold the guy accountable. Now, trust me, I know we all hold him accountable when he has a bad day. But seriously, that play in the 1st inning that he had was exceptional. I think it's great. Now, I don't think that they necessarily need to pull him. I do like this comment, too, about Bryce Harper. Like, I don't think what Taijuan Walker did is great. I want to be clear about that. But I also think what the bats have been doing isn't great either. Like, over the past month and a half overall, I would say they've been in a really tough stretch where it's like they can't bat well. And yeah, recently it's been good. I know they've been on an uptrend, but overall, over the past month, they've kind of stunk. And I feel like tonight was an example of that. Now, overall, over the past couple of games, they've been good. So it's good to see them like they're kind of like this. I have to just draw it, right? We're gonna play some Pictionary, guys. I don't have my whiteboard. I'm just gonna draw on here for you. It's like a stock. Here are the Phillies, right? And they were just kind of falling. And then they have this little bit of an uptrend. And then they're going to fall. Wait, sorry, I drew that completely wrong. They're going to have a little bit of an uptrend. And then it's going to be a little bit of fall. And then a little bit like a stock doesn't just go up right away. You know what I mean? Like we suck. We're coming back. We lose. And then it's not perfect is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like we're going to start to see them come back, dig themselves out of that hole is the way I wanted to put it. And yeah, they're not going to be perfect. You're going to have games like this, but we will see how they respond tomorrow. That's what I think is really going to make or break them is like, okay, how do you stand up after all that? You know what I mean? Fratty, what are your thoughts on it? Are you numb to Taijuan Walker? Do you think he's innocent in this and the bats should be more at fault? Who do you think is at fault in this?
I don't think I mean I think it is partially Taijuan Walker, but I partially don't think it's him because the Phillies have to score runs. I mean, we've seen this in there's many different games that the pitching has done well, that the Phillies, if they install we could be a lot better than 17 and 14 right now. There's games where we've scored a couple, like 1 or 2 runs, and that we've lost. We've only allowed like 3 or 4 runs, and we've still lost. Like the Cubs game, for example, we lost 4-0 last Friday. That the pitching didn't look too bad. It was just you couldn't blame the pitching that 4-0 loss. It's just the offense didn't do anything in that game. And that's one true example why you can't blame the pitcher every single time, because this offense expects the pitching to pitch well every single game, and they put pressure at least 4 or 5 times, maybe 5, 6 times that I can think of this season on the offense to score more runs. And the offense put pressure on the pitching like a handful of times so far this year, and expecting the offense to score. Expecting the offense expecting the pitching to pitch light out. So yeah, that was a tongue twister, but yeah.
Dole, I will say
I
this.
got what you're saying. No, it made sense, Frat.
I will say this before we go on to the next topic. I do want to bring this back up what Broad Street Sports did say. I was saying before that they weren't, the best wins. They weren't like, oh my gosh, that was a victorious win. Like we just we killed those teams. The Cubs and the Nationals. But yeah, I think we got to bring this up though too. With Trey Turner, it's the elephant in the room. It definitely is. A guy that we're paying for 10 years right now. I don't know the exact money right now at the moment, but it's a big deal for sure. But a guy who's really not showing up really at all. It's really unfortunate, especially in the on defense. On the defensive side, he really just has not been showing up. He cannot play shortstop, like straight up. The guy, it's really annoying because we've seen him years past with the Dodgers and the Nationals. Like he would play shortstop with no question. And he had a lot of confidence for sure. But it just seems like his confidence at shortstop right now, you can't really build that back up. That's what I kind of see right now with Trey Turner. I don't think you can really build that back up. I think the only way you can build his confidence back up is if you move him to something like center field. The problem is, though, that this team doesn't probably want to do that, though. They don't want to move him to center field. I would probably see them, honestly, there's a better chance of them maybe bringing in a guy from the minor leagues, like bringing in a guy like Crawford or bringing in someone else, bringing someone in like that, than actually moving Trey Turner to center field. So that's what I think. But we'll just have to wait and see. I think the team's fine. Like actually the management right now is fine with what they have, and they actually do trust in the players at the positions that they're at right now. So I think they're satisfied. But I think once we see like a really big red flag, especially from Trey Turner, which I'm kind of seeing not really a red flag yet, I'll probably say it's pink. Okay, it's pink. It's a pink flag. So, but it's getting there. It's getting there to be a red flag. But once I see a red flag, though, I think you maybe do press the alert button. I think you maybe do.
Yeah, I understand that. I think tonight was a good step in the right direction, which is actually our topic. 3 hits tonight. Friday, I don't know why you said that Trey Turner was going to get a home run. Can you tell everybody why?
I have no clue. He did almost make up for it with the 3 singles. And I just thought tonight was going to be his night for some reason, which he did. He got 3 hits. It's just he couldn't hit the long ball at all tonight. And I don't understand that Trey Turner couldn't hit a home run off a man that worked at Home Depot. It's equivalent to not being able to hit off a guy like Kenny Pickett, which is a football player, but yeah, you can't hit a homer off a guy that is almost a 5 ERA and that works at Home Depot. Come on, you're making bettors out there. You're making bettors out there cry right now. Come on. Come on.
That is true. That is true. I know some people who do bet on Trey Turner a bunch to get homers.
If you bet on Trey Turner to get homers, God bless you, because you need some help. But what I will say is Fratty did say, hey, he might get a homer today. And the reason I brought it up, Frat, was you and I were talking about it today in one of the group chats. Weird stuff has been happening all around, the East Coast, especially. A lot of weird stuff. And I think with that being said, that could be why Trey Turner, someone who, like KJ said, elephant in the room, let's just address it and call it like it is. That's why it's weird for him to just be playing this well, I guess is where I'm going at with that. Like, it's out of character. It's not normal. And I'm excited. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope it keeps up. But I don't know if it will keep up. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if this will continue. I hope it does. Once again, I don't know if it will, though. The only person that can really determine that is Trey Turner. So we'll see. But tonight was a good step in the right direction. Like I said earlier, I mean, 3 hits. He had a great game, and he came up clutch when they needed him to there at the end of the game. Same thing with Johan Rojas. I feel like Johan Rojas is somebody that's had a ton of growth this year. In fact, I don't feel like, I know. And he really needs to get more opportunities, because tonight, that hit that he had in the end of the game, I believe, which they said was his first triple this season, he was booking. Like, if you saw him, he was hauling ass to get to that third base. And as a Phillies fan, that was so refreshing to see, because it's like, here's somebody that's out there that's playing with a purpose, that's booking, that's hauling ass, that's trying to win this game, that really understands, like, hey, we need a hero right now. That's what I've been saying about the Phillies on every single platform, is you need some gutso. You need an alpha. You need, I haven't been saying that. Jason Kelsey said we need some gutso, and then I took it and said the same thing. Like, you're right. We need an alpha. That's an alpha right there. A guy that when it's in the end of the game, Alec Bohm kind of fell flat on his face. It's 2 outs. It seems hopeless, and you go out there and put up a triple. Come on. They should have figured out a way to stay in that game just because that play. That's why I feel like, out of respect for Johan Rojas, they should have figured that one out, because it was almost a miracle tonight that they would have pulled that off, and they weren't able to, unfortunately. And I think Alec Bohm is to blame, but also it's still early in the year. I mean, it's May 1st. I don't want to seem, crazy either. We got plenty of time. It's a long year. I'm glad that they're making these mistakes now, but I'm also concerned that they're still making some of these mistakes. Like, it's May 1st. We are really into the season now. Like it's not the beginning of the season anymore. We're in the middle of the season, I would say. Like, it keeps going on. Like, well, we're in the beginning of the middle of the season, maybe is a better way to put it. But it counts. It started. There's no reason to say, oh, it's still the beginning of the season. Like, that excuse is faded away. So the Phillies really got to get their stuff together and figure out who is their identity in that locker room. Who are their main guys? I'll say Johan Rojas, in my opinion, is definitely one of those guys. Fratty, KJ, what do you think? And then we'll take it to Fratty.
I think Rojas has definitely improved. I mean, he definitely has. It seems like his confidence has gone up. I mean, it has shot up in general. It really has. And he's had most of these games recently, he's had hits, and they've been great hits. I mean, he's been very active on the offensive side. So, I mean, that's been great to see him really getting the bat going and everything like that. That home run he had a couple of games ago was awesome. I mean, it's apparently the furthest home run so far in this season at Citizens Bank Park. So that was pretty cool. I mean, for Johan, I mean, we were just talking about betting and stuff like that. Imagine you had that bet. I actually bet on Johan Rojas a couple of weeks ago to hit a home run, but I picked the wrong game. So imagine I did that. That would have been awesome. But yeah, I think Rojas, honestly, he's keeping right now he's keeping his roster spot here right now with the Phillies. I mean, he's not going back down. I don't think so. Really, I mean, maybe if they do make some kind of switch, they could. But I mean, right now, I think he's honestly kind of stamping his ticket stub right now with the Phillies, and really just keeping his roster spot alive with these pretty good games, especially with that clutch triple. I mean, that kind of keeps him alive as well, with Rob Thompson, and really being like, okay, Rob can be like, all right, you know what, Johan, I trust you. Go out there and go do your thing. And it just seems like this kid is kind of growing a lot. as a player and a person. So, I mean, keep it up, Johan. I mean, you're doing a great job. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the positives with Johan because I think there's more positives with Johan than there are with some other players, some key players on this team.
You're right. I mean, it's his meal ticket straight up is that triple tonight. That's how he's going to stay with this job. Fratty, what do you think?
Oh man, you know what? Johan Rojas, I have to say this. Johan Rojas has turned into one of my favorite Phillies. And I'll say this a little over 48 hours ago. This man had the guts to create a moment of me being on the television screen right behind another random dude, which I don't think he's from Delco. I mean, but one random dude who I don't know what his name was, but the fact that Johan Rojas had the guts to hit the ball to the other night to left center field, right in front of my eyes. I was inches or
you were right
inches
there.
away
I
from
forgot.
getting it. And this man, I mean, think about it. This man, I really love him. I think he should be a Philly for at least the next couple of years, hopefully long term, if he can keep this stuff up. I mean, he's getting hits all types of ways, and believe it or not, his only homer was right in front of me this season so far.
That's right, Friday. That's
And
right.
and if that's it, listen, if that is his only one of his only few home runs the whole year, somehow, since he's not a home run hitter, this man even created a moment for myself to actually possibly be on the Phillies yearbook. So,
Dude,
I mean,
that would be awesome, Friday. I would buy the Phillies yearbook and I would honestly tape it to the back of like here or something like that. That'd be awesome, dude.
but
So hopefully that dream comes true for you. But I forgot you were at that game. I don't know why I forgot for a second, but that was cool, man. I mean, what was the atmosphere like that? Like, I mean, like right there. I mean, like there was a scuffle for the ball, and you almost had the ball too, right?
what happened was this is my first time really talking about it like fully on Def on Live.
Oh,
But
here we go.
this is like there was a scuffle for it, and not I didn't even see where the ball was, but then actually I think the ball was like 2 rows ahead of me, and it was actually stuck a
Throwing
row ahead.
elbows?
And there was this I think there was this older couple that was not far away from it too, but yeah, sitting right ahead of me. But even though it looked like it was I was sitting a row behind, I think I was 2 rows behind the guy actually.
Yeah.
Did you throw any elbows?
Yeah. Was there any elbows thrown or anything physical happening?
Not at all. I mean, there might have been, not to me, but it might have been to somebody else. But I couldn't tell. Everything was happening so fast. I got to go look back on the video again and see if there was actually elbows being thrown. So
I'm sure in Philadelphia when those I had one come down. I forget when it was. It was this year for sure. It was one of the games we went to. I think it was opening day. If not, maybe it was. I feel like I was with KJ when I was there, or maybe it was the end of the year last year. It was recent. But anyway, there was a ball that came down right in front of us, and somebody caught it in front of us, and it was insane. Or no, they dropped it.
I think I do kind of remember that they dropped it, and we said, "Oh my God, it's Aguilar."
Yeah, exactly.
I think we did. I think we definitely did.
I think it was a Phillies game this year. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, same thing. I mean, elbows are thrown in Philadelphia when those home runs come. Yeah, sometimes, but a lot of the time.
We're not trying to create a stereotype and be like, oh, shoot, I'm not going to the bank now. I'm not going to Citizens Bank because I'm going to get elbows thrown at me. No, it's not going to happen, actually. So just calm down.
Yeah. But all in all, I mean, definitely a heartbreaking loss tonight. Wish that the Phillies could have done more, especially with that clutch triple from Rojas. But looking ahead, like I've said on the main show and on Sippin' Sports, real crossroads right now for this team. Where are they going to go? Are they going to go up? Are they going to go down? I will say, I think that May is going to be a good month for the Phillies. I think that May is going to be their digging out of it month. And I feel like by the time that we get to the end of May, that we could sort of be like on an upwards trend. maybe the beginning of May, we were here. And by the end of May, we'll be somewhere up here, like on my diagram. I guess what I'm trying to say. Beginning of May, we were here. End of May, we'll be somewhere up here. So we're going to make progress. It's not going to be perfect. It's not just going to be like, you know what I mean? Like a straight line up. It's going to be like this, ups and downs. But I do feel like overall, this Phillies team will be a better team, have a better record, and look better as a whole by the time that we get to the end of this month. KJ, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a journey. I definitely think it's going to be a journey, especially playing a young, hot team like the Diamondbacks right now. I mean, you got them up next. I mean, that's a pretty good matchup. Fratty was kind of saying this before we actually went live. That game, one of the games on Saturday, that might get rained out this weekend. So hopefully it doesn't. I mean, fingers crossed that Mother Nature doesn't screw that game up for us. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you got a big series against the Diamondbacks. You got some other series. As I'm trying to think who else. Is there some other opponents that are tricky coming up, Freddie, or we got some easy ones coming up?
Guardians.
That's actually pretty tricky. That's a tricky matchup.
I don't know what Tampa. I think Tampa Bay's so. Believe it or not, it's Tampa Bay. It's going to be so weird playing in a spring training stadium in the month of May.
That is going to be weird, but I think you know what, too? That might even be better for the Phillies, too. That might be a game to really, for the bettors out there, to actually go and hit some hit some bets on some home runs because the field's going to be kind of smaller. So I think that's going to be perfect. So I think that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I mean, the Guardians, you got the Rays as well. But we said the Diamondbacks. I think this Diamondback series is going to be crucial because this is a team that we've had some history against. I mean, I still have a horrible taste in my mouth with the Diamondbacks. Every time I see that logo, I have horrible taste in my mouth. I mean, of just like 2023. So, I mean, that's something that's always just going to be in the back of our minds as Phillies fans and haunt us, to be honest. But I think that team is beatable, though, especially in the regular season. And I think, honestly, in the postseason as well. So I think this Diamondback series is a crucial series, and I think you got to try and get at least 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 with the Nationals, I will say, is kind of – I mean, they did, however, tie the series with the Mets last series, but I still feel like the game that we had today, you could have won that game. So this could have been a sweep. Like, we could have got the broom out, Freddie. We could have got it out, but you know what? Put the broom back in the closet. It's not happening this time.
Frat,
yeah.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait to use that video that I love to use. Yeah. But looking ahead, I think that this Phillies will be on an upwards trend. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think that the Phillies will be doing better, worse overall? And what do they need to do to dig themselves out of this hole? As a whole, that's all we got. My name's Dalton. I'm here with Fratty and KJ McCoy from the Phillies postgame show. We appreciate all you guys for joining. Hope everybody has a great night.
The Vikings!
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! It is gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball!
Podcast.